On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys like the list of and the most important things that I packed when I was coming to Canada, and also this is going to be useful to people who are preparing to land. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Mariam. If you're seeing my face for the first time, I'm an international student from Nigeria, currently living in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. I make videos about studying Canada, lifestyle videos, vlogs, and everything in between. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos, for the love, for sharing, for liking, and for commenting on all my videos. I appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for the love on my last video. I received all the prayers from your mouth to God's ears. He has heard them, and I'm sure He's going to do something about all the prayers. Like, it was so touching to receive all this love from you guys. People message me on Instagram just to reassure me that things would work out soon, and I believe that. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing the important things I brought with me to Canada when I was coming to Canada last year. It's almost 1 year, guys. I've been in Canada almost 1 year. How time flies, right? So without much ado, let's get right into it. The very first thing on your list when you're packing your items, you're packing your bags, you started preparing to come to Canada is your travel documents. That's your international passport or your Nigerian passport, right? That is where your visa stamp is. So that's the document that will allow you to go through immigration at the airport. That would allow the airline to admit to allow you to board the plane. So that's like the first thing that you should pack, your passport, your Nigerian passport, your wherever you're watching from, your country's passport, where your visa stamp is. You need to bring that. The second thing you need to carry with you when you're coming is your document. So I'm talking about your degree certificate, your school certificate, your birth certificate, if you're married or marriage certificate. If you're traveling with your kids, your kids' birth certificates, their school documents, every important document that you think you would need while you're here, you can bring them along with you. Either you bring them as hard copies or you scan them and have them as e-copies in a place where it is easily accessible. So bring those important documents with you, right? The third type of document that you want to bring is the letter of introduction that RRCC sent to you when they informed you that your visa has been approved. You need to print that document and bring it because they're going to ask you at the point of entry. So you bring that letter of introduction from RRCC, you bring your letter of acceptance from your institution, from your university, your proof of fund documentation, and yes, so those are the documents that you need to carry with you, and then of course your international passport when you're coming. In terms of documentation. The another important thing you need to pick up or buy when you're coming to Canada is a universal adapter. So back home in Nigeria, we have the 3-point charger system for our devices. Here in Canada, they have the 2-point system. So if you have a phone, of course, from back home, you will not be able to charge it here using the adapters on the wall in Canada. You will need using the sockets on the wall. You will need an adapter to connect your phone. Let me show you guys. So this is what I'm talking about. Just take it closer to the camera. So this adapter has different countries written on them. If you live in Abuja, you can get this from Banex. I bought this one from Banex. So this one has USA, it has UK. So USA and Canada is the same type. So it changes. So you just need this adapter type because the type of sockets they have here in Canada are just the 2-point type of sockets. I bought this hair straightener here. So this is how the plug is. It's just two points, right? So even the sockets on the wall are 2 points. So this is like, I bought this one in Canada. So, but this one I got from Nigeria to be able to charge my phone. Yeah. So I just put it here. Yes. So this is a Nigerian charger. It has 3 months. So because I have this one, I can just easily charge it. So this is very important. You need to get an adapter to be able to use your devices here. So that's another important thing you must bring from your own country. Otherwise, unless you plan to come and buy another phone immediately, which I don't advise people to do, oh well. I don't advise people, whatever you plan to do when you come to Canada, please do it. Anything your eyes see, that you happy. So the next thing you need to buy as you prepare to come and what to bring is to bring a jacket. I feel like anytime you come to Canada, it's cold. Every time you come to Canada from a warm country like Nigeria, you feel the difference in the weather. Even if you come in the summer, just bring a jacket. We are coming in April. It's still going to be cold. I arrived in April. The cold that slapped my face when we stepped out. I think that night we arrived at 12 midnight in the first week of April. It was 1 degree. That at 12 midnight. It was cold from the airport to the cab that we called from the airport. It was freezing. So of course we had thick jackets. I even had gloves. So like head warmers. I bought like head warmers really for the kids and gloves. So before we stepped out of the airport at midnight, we wore those. And you actually need the jacket even in your during your flight and in the airplane, because it gets really cold if you're traveling in the night. It gets really cold in the plane, so you need to dress warm to stay cold and not, of course, fall sick during your journey. So buy a jacket. It may not be winter jacket. I feel like some of the jacket, if you're not buying your jacket here in Canada, or if you're going to the US, you might not be able to withstand the cold. The jackets we bought when we were coming are not winter jackets. They were heavy. They sustained us from where we arrived. We arrived in spring, but that weather was still winter as far as I'm concerned. It was cold. Yeah, so get a jacket. Don't buy too much. Just buy one each for each member of the family. You don't need when you come here you can buy jackets, because those jackets are heavy. There's no point filling your bags with jackets that might not be useful to you here in Canada. So that's another thing. And the next thing you can also get is a laptop, because here you will send email. Everything is by email. Because when you arrive, the first few weeks you have lots of appointments. You have appointments. You have to book appointment. For instance, you're trying to register your kids in school. Everything is by appointment. They hardly do like phone calls, bookings, and all. So you send emails. You need your laptop. You don't have to buy a new one. You can buy, if you have one that is functioning, that is still functional, you can travel with that one. If you get here, of course, you can always change it if you want, but you can bring a laptop, because there are certain emails that you might not want to use your phone. If they're like serious emails, you need to attach documents, because there are some certain appointments you want to book. They'll ask you for your study permit or your work permit, your kids' study permit, or their whatever visa they have, just to see that you have approval to be in Canada. So you need a laptop. Is very important. And I always advise, of course, spouses to have, each person should have their own laptop, because you're busy. Everybody's busy applying for work. You're doing one thing or the other. You're either searching for where you to buy stuff to furnish your house. So the laptop is very important. So the next thing you want to bring for this is for women, is your hair extension. So you can bring your wigs, bring your hair extension, your attachments, your crochet, just anything that you think would hold you for a while before you start buying from here. They're not so expensive if you start working and earning in Canadian dollars. Actually, you can actually get from here, but it's good to bring a few that you can use as well. So bring them, and the ones I brought, I still have them. I don't know when I'm going to finish using that stuff. I think I've only braided my hair like once. So bring hair extensions as well. Yeah, and you need them here, because not every time you might want to braid your hair. So do the wigs will just keep making you change your styles and just keep you going. For men, you can bring your clippers, bring your beard oils, bring your personal grooming equipment or items, those things that you guys use to keep yourself feeling like a boy, now. Bring your clipper. And bring everything that used to make you look like a G back home in Nigeria, okay? Bring them. You need them here. So the next thing you want to bring is your clothes, right? But this particular topic about bringing clothes when you're coming to Canada, it's a bit controversial, because most of the videos, or most people will say, don't bring too many clothes, don't bring your Ankara, don't bring this, don't bring that. But from my experience here, I would say bring your clothes. Bring the ones that you like. For instance, this top I'm wearing, one of the tops I loved, and I brought it from home. Although I gave out so many clothes, of course, you can't travel with everything. You actually don't need all your Nigerian clothes here, because, like, the times where you need to wear clothes that are not warm is just a few months in the year. But sometimes you want to dress good, you don't want to wear sweaters, you don't want to wear turtleneck, you don't want to just feel like your former self, the way you used to dress back home. You want to just look colorful, wear some of your old clothes and feel good, you can actually do that, right? But it depends on the type of person you are. If you're a fashion loving person, love colorful clothes, you love to dress up, please bring your clothes. You need them. At least you would love to wear some of them here. And really, it's not like everywhere you go. So they are most, when it's cold, most places are warm. If you go to church, if you go to the office, but always throw on a coat or throw on a jacket, and when you get there, you take it off and just wear your clothes around and feel good. Bring your clothes. A few weeks ago, I attended a Nigerian party. If I didn't bring at least one or two Ankara dresses, how would I have fit in there? Would I have worn jeans and turtleneck to a Nigerian party? So you see what I'm saying? Don't discard all your clothes. Yes, granted, you cannot travel with all the clothes you had in Nigeria. It's not possible. You don't even need all that clothes here. But please bring the ones you like. You have two-piece sets. You can bring them. Bring nice dresses. This summer is going to be coming. So now we can wear some of our short dresses. You can wear some of your Nigerian clothes. Even to church, sometimes I wear my kimono and I'll put like a long sleeve underneath. Bring your Nigerian clothes. Other cultures, people wear their clothes here. Sometimes even have cultural events in school. You need to dress like your culture. What are you going to wear? So I don't think people should discard all their clothes or just don't bother bringing your laces or your Ankara. You can wear them to church and they're really nice and colorful. Bring your clothes. Then of course you need to bring like a few sweaters, some turtlenecks, depending on the time you're going to arrive. So just bring clothes, of course, for your children as well. Get them clothes that they'll need, jeans, joggers. You can come here and buy some here. Some of these sweaters and stuff. There are also thrift stores here. If you don't want to buy new ones, you can also consider buying some of them from thrift stores. So clothes are another thing you should bring. Bring your skincare products, the ones you're used to. You might have to do a little modifications here and there because of the dry weather. You might need to add some oils or Vaseline or something, whatever you're used to. But bring your skincare products. Bring just things that will hold you for a few months until while you're settling in. Skincare products are also important. I brought shea butter. I brought Uri. I will show you guys how I even packed some of these things. See how I put them in like Ziploc bags. This is like some hair products. I have some pedicure equipment here, foot cream. It's still in the bag. I packed them in like this bag. There was no spillage at all in my packing. So I put everything in like Ziploc bag and I use sellotape to wrap them around. There's even I still have like I have like three tubs of this shea butter. I got boniki, just things, just stuff that we used to use back home. I just brought little of them, and the things that most of the things I brought are still there, right? I'm still using them. They're going to carry us forever. Some of these things, I don't think shea butter expires. Some of them do not expire. So bring all those skincare products. Another set of items that you can bring, for instance, as a lady, is your makeup items, right? So you can bring stuff like your eye pencil, your foundation powder, your brushes, your contour, blush, everything that you use for your makeup, lips, lip colors, lip glosses, everything that you use for your makeup back home, you can actually bring them here and you can continue using that until you get used to the type of products that they have here. There are good makeup brands here. They're very good ones. Of course, you're coming to Canada, right? So, but if you have the ones you're already using, you don't have to discard them. Just travel down with them. When you exhaust those ones, you can now replenish. You can. Another thing you can bring when you're coming to Canada is your medication. So just a little like paracetamol here, Panadol, just some painkillers. And some people said you can bring like malaria medication so that you can treat when you get here. Maybe just one dose for each person. You can bring a few antibiotics. But you need to get like a doctor's prescription. If you have like prescription medications, probably for high blood pressure or you're diabetic or anything that requires doctor's prescription, and you actually need to take them like daily, because when you get here, you need a few weeks or months before you can get access to healthcare. You can bring them, but you need to get your doctor to write like a prescription before you can like travel with those type of medication, and bring the receipts of the purchase as well. So medication is important, right? Okay, so I left this part. This is like the most important part when you're traveling. The part that takes most of our money in preparation is food. The type of food you can bring, the packing, and all that. Food is like the biggest it takes the biggest chunk of money when you're planning to travel, because of course the prices of things are expensive and all that. So I brought everything that we used to eat back home. So you can bring stuff like egusi, ogbono, crayfish, like all the things I brought. It's almost 1 year, and I still have egusi. You saw the egusi. I still have, like, I've not grinded this one. I brought one. I grinded one custard bucket. They call it paint bucket. I grinded one paint, and then this is the second paint bucket. The other one has finished. So this is the egusi. I have a bono in the freezer. I brought crayfish. I still have a bit of crayfish. I brought dried pepper, suya spices, Cameroon pepper, some seasoning cubes. I brought palm oil. I put the palm oil in the freezer for about a month in, like, small ever bottle water. I froze it for 1 month, and even until the third day after we arrived, it was still a bit frozen. It was really frozen. There was no spillage. It didn't melt during the flight. I left it in the freezer for 1 month, and in the morning of our trip, I just put it in the bag, in the luggage, and yeah. So I brought bean flour. This is bean flour and yam flour in this bag. So yeah, so this is, you can bring most of the things you eat there: seasoning cubes, stockfish, different types of dry fish. Dry fish is expensive here. Bring dry fish, right? Brought dry fish. I brought some snacks. I brought, like, chin chin, roasted peanuts, that's groundnuts, roasted groundnuts. My kids' cereal. I brought their golden morn, Cerelac. That's for my baby. There was just different things that everybody like. I brought noodles, just a carton of noodles. Just spread it in the luggage. You can bring that. You can bring noodles. There are African stores here, and noodles is not one of the expensive things. But just bring some things. Maybe I'll make another video on things that you shouldn't bother bringing. Right, I'll make a shorter video on things that you shouldn't bother bringing based on my experiences, that things I didn't use. So yes, I brought that dry fish. I brought, like, dehydrated snails. I brought a lot of food. Like, the food stuff that we brought, I still have some of them remaining up till now. That's 1 year later. That's to tell you the amount of food that I brought from Nigeria. I brought some dehydrated leaves, uziza and scent leaf. Yes, the other ones I brought, I didn't really use them. I had to throw them out, so there's no need to bring some of. Don't bring too many dehydrated leaves, because you can get some fresh leaves here as substitute, and it tastes nice. So yes, what else did I bring? Like, lots and lots of food. Just check what you eat. You don't have to bring everything that you see that have been circulated on Telegram groups or WhatsApp groups. If you don't eat bitter leaf, there's no point bringing bitter leaf. If you don't eat, like, some of these local dishes, there's no need bringing them, right? So just bring food according to how you eat them. I brought poundo yam. I brought gari. You can bring gari. I brought semo. So yeah, I brought semo. This is the menu pack. Yeah, so just bring food, and I don't think there's any need to bring, like, pots and heavy bed sheets. Those things will take a lot of space in your bag. You can come and buy pots here. If you don't want to buy new one, there are thrift stores that sell kitchen equipment as well, kitchen utensils. You can buy from there, and then later you're settled, you can change them. But yeah, you can buy pots here. You can buy bed sheets. You don't need to start traveling with all those items. So bring your kids cereals as well. It might take a bit of time before they get used to the cereals that they have here in Canada. So I think that's about it. So food, dry fish is important. Crayfish, just things that will just keep you going for a bit until you're more settled. So yes, guys, that's the list of the things I brought in different. Of course, I put them in categories, but there are so many things under it. So just group them according to what you need, according to what you use. As in these categories: hair product, medication, your documents, food, clothing, skincare products, um, grooming products for men, for women, hair products as well, and all that. And you should be fine with your packing and travel preparation. If you haven't seen my travel preparation video vlog, you should Go check it out. You see the way I packed them. I all this packing just to make sure that nothing spilled, and nothing spilled. Despite the long hours of the journey, and everything arrived safely, or my bags arrived safely. There was no spillage at all. Thank you guys so much for watching this video up to this point. I hope it's been beneficial to you. I hope you've learned something. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't. Why are you guys not subscribing? You don't want me to start any money on this YouTube, Abby? Subscription is free. Why is it hard for people to subscribe? Please beg all your family members, beg your village people, beg everybody to subscribe to this channel. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you consider to give this video a thumbs up, share this video, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.